name is James Wallace Budd, and I'm going to be showing you my final major project. So, first of all, my final major project was originally going to be a horror film, because in like the last 2-3 years and stuff, I've been really getting into horror films, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try and give this a go and stuff. And I thought what would be a very fun version of the horror genre to do would be to do something similar to Blair Witch, where it's like a found footage horror film, and it just so happened that I had a camcorder at home to add to the authenticity of it. And what I hoped to achieve was to create, so the theme that I was going to convey through it was life and death, which I think was easy to do within the horror genre, and that's why I picked moving image, because I think it would be somewhat of an easy way to convey life and death. So these are the lists of the resources and the filming locations and stuff. And this was a rough mood board of vaguely what's going to happen. This isn't the actual storyboard, because no one has a ginger beard in the film. And these are a few of my influences. Hotel Visitor was a web film that I happened to have come across. But one of my main inspirations is Blair Witch and Prince of Darkness. The latter being directed by John Carpenter, who's probably one of the most famous horror film directors basically ever. And this was the final poster, which was basically me wearing a mask painted on with fake blood, and I decided to give it a strap line as well, which I found was kind of the hard part. But the lines and stuff here represent how the demon is quite literally everywhere. I'll now show you the final result.
Will you get rid of that bracket?
Well, that's strange. Wonder who left the camera here. Wonder if there's any footage inside.
Welcome to the vlog. Today we're searching these woods for a rumoured gateway to hell. Come, join me. You guys, what's going on? Some strange looking drawing. It looks like it's been here for centuries. It's probably nothing. Yeah. my god, I'm actually fearing for my life. Some crazy shit is happening.
Go to questions from the floor, please. Thank you. Yes.
I didn't understand the last bit when you were speaking with the mask.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask.
Yeah, that was basically me with a voice filter on and stuff, and I think if I was to remake it again and stuff, I will adjust the audio a bit so it sounds more understandable.
Is that possible for you to do that before you submit the work? It's just that voice, isn't it? Or is that big?
It could be. I could re-edit it again, then re-upload it.
Or use subtitles?
Maybe.
Well, it's a bit weird because we really can't hear what you're saying. It kind of takes away from all the work you've done on it because it's kind of like, it feels like it's got the serious meaning as to what you're saying, but we can't hear it. So,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Neighbour.
How long did it take you to do the graphics?
So to do the intro sequence didn't take that long and stuff. But if we're talking about the overall thing, the overall film production, the actual filming it started on 28th of March, so it's taken quite a while to get everything together. Jaden.
Who did Alex play as?
Remind me, please. This hurts me to my very core.
Alex was playing a cult leader who basically needed to sacrifice someone in order for the demon to appear, basically.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Anybody else?
Dwayne.
What was your most challenging, thing you had to do during this project?
The challenging thing that I had to do during the project was the bit where Alex is trying to summon the demon and stuff, because we did, I think it was 3 or 4 takes.
It was 3 or 4 takes, and that was it was hard because we didn't set.
Didn't we destroy your vocal cords?
Yep. my vocal cords cut off that day. But it was good. It was worth it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can I just ask you about the sort of the scripting of it? Did you stick quite strictly to the script, or was it?
The script followed. The script, I personally think, it followed very well.
Right.
The only real variation in the script is the actors.
Can I quickly ask you if you could redo it again? There's obvious things that you've probably done, especially the voice at the end.
Yeah.
But apart from that, what else would you do to improve it, or what would you like to do to?
There's 2 things which I found noticeable, which I would improve on. Which basically, when the cult leader is trying to sacrifice someone for the demon and stuff, you can easily tell that was green screened and stuff.
Yeah.
But it wasn't originally supposed to be green screened. All of it was due to be shot pretty much on location, but sort of everything fell through towards the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, when you do, see, a lot of students think that kind of a green screen is something that you can use to solve everything in post-production. And it does, if you're going to use it with a pre-made scene, so you shoot a scene in the forest, then you green screen the characters, you've got to work out how that's going to look and sit, and be reasonably realistic. Because that's what you're attempting to do, aren't you? You're trying to make it. So you've really got to plan that, and I think probably you need to think about that a little bit in the future, how that works with your productions. But you took on a big project, you took on a challenge, I think, and I'm sure you've learned a lot from it. Any other questions on this? That would be helpful. Jaden, any questions?
Yes. How do you find making the green screen scenes?
The green screen scenes I found were quite hilarious to do overall and stuff. But it did get a little bit, not so much stressful, but because we were under sort of like a time limit in the studio, but I'm pleased with what we were able to film in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are we okay? Well done.